Shifting focus to India's smartphone market, which is fiercely competitive, mobile phone manufacturer HMD believes the AI and human-first innovation can help it stand out. On this edition of Big Business Bet, WION speaks to Ravi Kunwar, CEO and VP, India and APAC, HMD, about the company's India strategy, competitive bets and more.
From bringing Nokia phones back to building its own identity, HMD is entering a new phase. The company is betting on affordable 5G, made-in-India manufacturing, localized AI, and even feature phones at a time when the smartphone market is exploding. So what's HMD's big business bet? Let's find out from Mr. Ravi Kunwar, CEO and VP, India and APAC, HMD, on this edition of Big Business Bet. Hi, sir. Thank you so much for joining me on WION today.
Thank you, Kanishka, for having me on the show.
Right. You know, for years, we have seen HMD being associated with Nokia, but now you're trying to build HMD itself as a brand. How easy or challenging has the transition been, and how would you now want customers to know you as?
Yeah. So, interesting fact that this is our 10th year of operation in India as HMD. We would be, this December, be celebrating our 10th year. And so far, we've been associated as a house for Nokia phones, home for Nokia phones. And Nokia is an iconic brand. Everyone knows about it. And we continue to bring that Nokia experience across to the consumers. But then equally, beginning of this year and towards end of last year, we launched HMD as a brand. And that brand was more towards Gen Z and millennials and the youth for today. And it is all about the future of technology. I think the segment, which is the budget segment, what we define, which is below 15,000 rupees, is a big opportunity for any player. So out of a 150 million odd smartphone market in terms of volume every year, a big chunk, almost 40 to 45%, lies in the segment which is below 15,000 rupees. And that's the segment in terms of the affordable, budget-friendly 5G smartphone, which we are targeting. But AI should not be in clouds only. It has to find a shape in form of the smartphone. Okay, so unless the AI is residing on a smartphone or any other medium, it will never reach the mass and the scale which can help the consumers. Now, keeping that aspect in mind, the second thing is it really solving a use case for a consumer, or it's just a buzzword?
Yeah.
Now, so those were the two principles on which we worked in bringing the Servam AI for the first time to the consumers in India on a handset. And the fact is that it talks to you in your own language. AI will not be restricted just to smartphones, and we had previously announced even on a feature phone which is, let's say, 1,000 rupees or a 1,500 proposition, this AI needs to be enabled so that the digital economy, what we are talking about, goes to mass. In the last 3 to 4 years, the feature phone market in India has grown. If I was to quote a number, it's anywhere between 55 to 60 million handsets a year, which is a huge number, purely from a volume, considering that smartphone volume is close to 150 million odd. Now, it's a big purpose which it serves as far as India is concerned. First one is the affordability angle. Not many consumers in India can afford a 10,000 or a 20,000 rupees smartphone, but they still need to be digitally connected. And that's where feature phone plays an important part. You go to tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 towns and beyond, especially in our villages, that's the form of digital connectivity which the consumers use. If you look at markets close to where we are, let's say in a metro city, there are multiple use cases. There's something called digital detox. There's an overdose of smartphone usage. And probably on weekends, I don't want to be connected to the social world. And that's where feature phone comes into a strong play. I expect it to grow to another 10 to 15% for sure, because there are two parts to it. One is the 2G, where in India there's almost 220 million installed base of 2G users still, one of the largest in the world. And there is increasing play from the operators in terms of bringing the 4G cost down. So an interplay between a mobile manufacturer and a 4G operator is going to further drive the market up. Yes, India can be the center point or the pivot from which HMD can expand globally into other markets. We've done multiple things here beyond sales, as you mentioned, is in terms of localizing our manufacturing. So almost 100% of our products, what we sell in India, are under the part of Make in India scheme. And there's a big push from the government in terms of the PLI. Initially it was PLI 1.0, then now they've announced a new scheme, which is giving a big boost to the manufacturing. There is a lot of work to be done between now and the next 5 years, but a big push will come in terms of HMD as a brand. And we've seen the start of it with our association with Rajasthan Royals in the IPL. So obviously cricket and Bollywood would be big. Consumers can see a good 360 campaign, but the key would be in terms of winning the consumers' trust.